Good afternoon and welcome to day 65, I believe, of the RML vlog, which is now 13 weeks that we've been through this period. So 13 weeks is a whole quarter, so since the start of quarter two. Some people have yet to return to the business, so it really is unprecedented times. I said to you on Wednesday I'd give you a bit of an update of where we are in terms of figures. So I'm going to superimpose a few slides on top of my head now. So the first one you're looking at is a production slide, which you can see on there the rate of growth. So some linear growth in there, and there's some factory by factory growth as well. So you'll see that from the start of May there's been progressive growth through to the middle of June in terms of production, so still nowhere near where we were before lockdown. Then we move on to quotations, and again you can see that these are hold pretty static, as we find that house builders are really concentrating on finishing plots rather than instructing new call-offs or indeed sending new sites for quoting. So CRT is a bit of an exception, been really busy, but you'll see on there some linear progress in terms of joists, holding fire on trusses, but I'd expect that to change over the next couple of weeks. And latterly then when we see new orders, so again JJI, so the joist area has just diminished a little bit over that period. Trusses have increased, and in total they've increased. And what you can also see is the progress of metal webs looking and driving up as well. So that hopefully gives you a bit of intel on there. If I then skip on to some call off data and some call data as well. So firstly, on my face here, some inbound calls daily and some weekly. So you'll see that on Wednesday we peaked 100 calls for the first time, and that will continue to increase. And again, if you look at the linear on the call off summary, you'll see that from the start of May through to June, you get a bit of an indication of call-offs continue to rise, and you'll see that's quite linear in terms of the production figures as well that I demonstrated earlier on in the slides as well. So that part is gives you a bit of an idea of kind of the 5 key assets across the business and how they're currently looking at the moment. From a kind of call to arms perspective, so staff survey, get your stay-at-home surveys in. We really do get some really good things on there. Don't forget weekend pictures for RML colleagues. Next week will be just one vlog, so we'll return to one vlog weekly on the Wednesday. So again, in a bit of a comprehensive data across the group about where we are, positions, etc. Some more people coming back into the workplace on Monday as well. And then from Wednesday we can start to phase people back in part-time, so I'm expected to see Sonia, Sue and Anne-Marie back in the business as well next week, albeit for a shortened period of time. So trying to get as many people back as possible, is still continuing balance between the economics of keeping a business afloat and people back in, taking advantage of the furlough scheme as well. So apart from that, have a lovely weekend, dodge some showers, dodge some rains, enjoy the sun where you can. Good night, RML, kidney out.